Oriaojing 6200.
Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight. The booth is like the Bates Motel. This is where you rappers get killed. Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight. The booth is like the Bates Motel. This is where you rappers get killed.
Yeah, yes, bitch, nigga, fuck a PR. My mouth is my weapon, like a broadsword and chain metal. Stampede the field where MCs battle and give them 16 before the dust settle. Call me a killer, that's like the pot calling the kettle black metal. Cause you're the murderer, you're the murderer. Feet in the pockets of those who ain't feet in your ears. I light like beer, get high like a hello. After hitting that lie like a mellow, I give you 16. Norman Bates, lose my mind on this shit. Cause I got shit on my mind, pamper asses ain't holding it. Dying King with the mic, I'm controlling it. Scott Pitt with the mic, that's who I'm fucking with. Black Sun with the mic, be on the same shit. Make no mistakes when the track's in this place, it is I, Norman Bates.
Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight. The booth is like the Bates Motel. This is where you rappers get killed. Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight.
I'd rather have my head stuck in the clouds than buried in the mound. Feet touching the asphalt, back will touch the ground. You ops about that trash talk, my hands speaking loud. The crowd sound is drowning our conversation now. I know what I'm about to do, can't coma induce. But look, I train not to lose, what else is there to do? I'm a fighter, hard like barbed wire, sharp the same way. I'm tired, but get energized when the crowd say showbiz boom baye. Showbiz boom baye, my style's impetuous, my defense impregnable. There's no B plan when the A plan is doable. My ritual, jump rope, heavy bag, cutthroat. I'm the best in the world because my ego says so. A fighter, I am lost in this whirlwind, this make-believe world where it's a sin to be a grown man. Look, I never read a book, bruh. I must admit, I'm about that grit and that dumb shit, where your head's on some drum shit, body got Bambi legs, ears on some hum shit, later getting medicated, urine on some blood shit. I want wild and power with Devin Haney's defense. What's up, little homie? What's wrong? You need a tissue? The War Room and that ShowBizz promo code gave you BTA last time?
BTA? How about ETA? That's right, I mean send location, because me and the Way Concept Media team, we didn't hear no bell, so we're ready for round two.
Wait, time out. Listen, the Zone is bringing something new for the boxing world. Your performance last time? Listen, Larry Merchant would be ashamed.
Yeah, I know DAZN recognizes we are a better combination than David Benavidez throws, but my performance, your performance was more glazed than Krispy Kreme and Max Kellerman post-retirement combined.
So what? Ryan? Barrios? You want to run it?
Sin City, fight capital of the world, me and you? Yeah, I'll test my luck.
Run it!
All right, bet. I'll see you in Vegas. Let's run it.
Go ahead, boy. You know I'm winning.
Up off. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 Up off. Hey. Oh. Hey. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day? Yeah. Huh? It's Facts Friday, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, don't. All right, man. Look who we have here. Let me see who we have up here. Smokey Smitty. Tim Butler. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the Facts Friday. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for the Vonnie Hill.
Bring her lips with a laugh under the cabbage patch. She's a pretty lady, and then sign some autographs. The burn young man can shaboing boing.
Hit the nice bell. Hey, hold on. Valentine's Day.
You should let me in. You deserve. No, you deserve baby.
Oh, all the ladies. Yeah, that's that Valentine shit. Hey, hold on. Fellas,
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
hit the nice bell. Yeah, hold on. And there she go. Yeah, my man, my man said, hell no. We outside.
Anything can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask if he's alright.
And next bit, he's all right. Hit the nice bell. Yeah. And it's the weekend, everybody. I want you guys, if you ain't got money for your sweetheart, do something with her. I'll pick her up. Just literally pick her up and say, baby, I love you. Know, money is hard, but squat up.
Squad up. Let's go.
Yeah, dog. If you ain't got it, dog, just hold her. Just be like, baby, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you how poor I was one year. All right, me and my ex. You know, your ex, my first wife. You know, the first wife, she was there in the trenches. First wife was in the trenches. We were so poor one time. For Valentine's Day, I told you this story before, but it's true. She grabbed some aluminum foil, bro. I am not lying. All right. We were in college. We were in the jets. We had a baby. All right. And she folded the aluminum foil into a heart. It is still to this day one of the most potent Valentine's Day gifts I've ever gotten in my life. And she gave it to me like a happy Valentine. And it was a beautifully shaped, like she really worked on it. Bruh, it's the thought. We were hurting. All I had for her was a thank you. I didn't even have the aluminum foil. I just hugged her, bruh. It was the thought. And it's still, I still remember that. Out of all the gifts I've ever gotten for Valentine's Day, I remember that. All right, hit the tight bell. And that's the black Georgia. And if you don't have a Valentine's, you don't on purpose. You made a decision. There was a lot of people that could have been, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever, but you're like, you know what? I ain't just gonna fold. Speaking of which, hey man, a thought. Let me see. Matt, love you, boy. Shout out to the War Room. Happy Valentine's Day to the men and ladies. If you like the apricots or the hot dog, shit, don't matter. We the War Room. You got that right. It doesn't matter what's going on. We the War Room. Hit the Tyson bell. That's right. We the War Room. Let me see. Back in the day, all V-Day gifts were wrapped in foil. Yeah, you got that right. You know, you just feel the pressure. Really. If you want to keep it a bean, all right, all these Valentines and all these holidays are really to keep the economy going. That's right. Sweetest day, you know what I'm saying? Like these is really to keep the economy going. You need another every time. There's always a reason to spend money, right, fellas? You kind of like, damn, oh shit, now I gotta. That it's just well placed. Facts, yeah. Well placed. Okay, 100. That's why Ms. Biz is like Valentine, schmalentine, but I can't help it. It's an excuse for me to spend some more time with my beautiful lady. All right, hit the Tyson bell. Okay, always a damn reason. And speaking of Valentines, let me give you guys a little showbiz the advice.
Showbiz the advice.
Showbiz the fucking advice. Let me see. Got to chop it up with Tim Bradley. Oh, we in last night. Oh, word. Got to get him on the Showbiz. That'd be dope. We were talking boxing for like 2 hours yesterday on the pod. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. It tastes better. Okay. Here's some Showbiz advice. Okay, early in the show. Yeah, early in the damn show. First thing, because I saw a video and it resonated with me. It resonated. All right. And it's a video of Floyd Mayweather. And you can look at it as hate, but I see it as a statement. Somebody posted this on X. I forgot the name. I'm sorry. No disrespect. I just took your video. All right. But I think there's a watermark on the video. So there will be credit. But still, someone said she's only if Floyd wasn't paid, he wouldn't have this girl, or she wouldn't be holding his hand, or something like that. Let me show you guys the video. And then I'm gonna speak on it. All right.
I'll drop my location.
See,
That's for you, that's for you. I know. No, it's not.
Okay. All right. Here. Hall's Jolly Rancher is the funniest shit I've ever heard. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay. Listen. So the comment is, if he wasn't paid, she wouldn't be holding his hand. Reverse it. If she wasn't finer than an ant's nose hair, he wouldn't be holding hers. Let's keep at a beam, fellas. Let's talk. If he wasn't paid, she wouldn't be holding his hand. Well, if she wasn't finer than an ant's nose hair, he wouldn't be holding hers. All right? So listen. Instead of being judgmental on one end, all right, you know how we feel. If he was holding the hand of a booger, we'll all have shit to say, wouldn't we? Huh? We'll be like, Floyd, you got hundreds of millions of dollars. Why you got a booger on your finger? Right? But since she's fine, now you want to judge her. Oh, you wouldn't be holding his hand. Let's see. Let me tell you something. That's the way the world works. All right. All of us guys had dreams of being rich, being successful, and being famous. Why? Just to feed our ego? Just to have money? No, it's to get to the bread. Get to the breads. Get bagged. Have your choice. Have access. Right? Because money makes things a little bit easier for your ugly ass. Right? And listen, that's the way the world works. Let me tell you something. If you're a woman, you do want to try to look the best you can, right? Hit the Tyson bell, because there's a privilege to it. More doors open. So don't get mad at the player. Hate the game. And that's the Black Two Sugar. The only thing I'm mad at right now is that the game switched. Like I said during my live show, the war room was there. Y'all done messed the game up. Now, the more famous you are, the least breads you can bag. Because they got their phones out. Women can just lie, plant shit on you. Now it's scary to be famous. Now there's more of a leverage for nobody to know your ass. So you can do all the dirt, hide behind it, and judge other people who got the magnifying glass on you. And that's the Showbiz advice. Hold on real quick. The last thing you want to be is famous now.
Showbiz the advice.
Showbiz the fucking advice. Hitchins, man. Oh shit. Okay, let's talk. We're going to talk about a few things. Deebo, Devin, the American Dream Haney. Is he ducking Craig Garcia? Now, somebody said, "Hey, Biz, your title says Craig Garcia." I know that. I typed it. If you don't know who Craig is, he's from Friday. Craig was Ice Cube's character who beat Deebo. All right, you gotta be around the hood a little bit more. But with that said, though, all right, the Deebo Dev duck. Now, listen, I know there's a lot of Devin Haney fans. All right, and I love the Haneys. I've said it forever. Even when the Haneys hated me, I was not going to hate them. Why? Because I think Devin's one hell of a fighter. Two, I love a father and son relationship. My father passed away before I was born, so I always admire when I see that. I'm inspired by it, so I can make sure and be proud of myself for doing that with my children. All right, so there would never be. I would never hate them, but I'm always going to keep it unbiased. So we're going to talk about that. Also, Duarte, the bronze bomber Wilder, got caught in the lie. He got caught in the cap, but that's okay. We'll talk about that. All right. Conor Ben speaking on Shakur Steve. This show is going to go past the hour. There's a lot we're going to discuss. Zufa having 8 divisions. Is that beneficial? I think it's the Stone Age, the boxing revolution. Shit is getting scary. The WBC, what they had to say about the Shakur Stevenson thing, Shakur Stevenson's lawyer. We're going to talk about that. All right. We just got some fights are being announced and shit like that and being rumored. We're going to talk about those things. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. No, not Duarte. Well, yeah. Let me see. Showbiz. Is Devin Haney and Shakur really the boogeyman? Who says that? Because no one is asking to fight these guys. Okay. Well, Keyshawn just called out Devin. Wait, what is going on? I hear a lot of excuses. Pillow, runners, Tom and Jerry. These guys can't punch. They getting some good fights. I just saw T.O. versus Shakur just happen. There's magnificent fights going on. Hit the Tice Bell. Okay. Deebo is trying to save Ryan from embarrassment. Oh, you sound like a woman. All right. Okay. So let's talk about the first thing. Duarte, the bronze bomber Wilder. All right. And then we'll talk about Deebo Dev. Okay. Let me get my black 2 sugars. Damn, I drank it all. Deontay Wilder said on Talk Sport podcast that he didn't say that his suit was too heavy in the second Tyson Fury fight. Now, before I play the receipts, I'm going to say that when he first said he didn't say that, I thought he said I did say that. I didn't know he said I didn't. I thought he said I did. But how they responded to him was as if he said I didn't. So I still don't know if he said I didn't or if I did. But if he said no, he did give a further explanation saying that he didn't say that and that everybody had it twisted. Okay, fine. And we have the receipts. All right, here we go. Here's the receipts. Here's the receipts. Hold on, everybody. Wait a minute. I can't find the receipts. Oh, here it is. Receipts, motherfucker!
You talked about being cheated in that fight. You talked about water being spiked. You talked about your Game of Thrones outfit being too heavy for you.
I didn't say that.
You said it was too heavy for you. Your outfit.
I didn't say that.
Okay, well I might be wrong on that one. You talked about the long.
Y'all took a journalist that said something because y'all, everybody wanted to come in. Oh, wow, this boom, boom, boom.
You talked about a long count, right?
What do you think happened? I mean, you knew that he was going to come forward and come at you. He said he was going to fight that way. That wasn't the Deontay that we've seen for 40-some plus fights. What do you think happened? Did he hurt you early on that affected you the rest of the way?
No, he didn't hurt me at all. It was the simple fact that my uniform coming out, Kevin, was way too heavy for me. I didn't have no legs from the.
Clear. Okay. As he said that, bro was typing.
All right, caught in the cap. But okay, hold on, real quick. Hey, yo, what's the word? This live title, SN cover page is crazy word. I know it hurt you. You're Devin Haney's sidekick. I know it hurts you, brother, but it's not gonna be that bad. Promise. Don't get worried about the thumbnail and the title and get your panties in a bunch. You'll see. I got your back. All right, in the title bell. So Wilder caught in the cap. Hold on, let me see. Do you have a PC folder for all boxers videos? No. My thing is this, and it has always been this. Deontay Wilder saying that his suit was heavy initially is genuinely how he felt. That suit was a lot. It had a battery pack and shit. I think it had a cape, and it took him 40 minutes to get to the ring. Remember how long that ring walk was? And he was sweating under that mask. How many have you guys ever wore a Halloween costume? Seriously, this is no damn joke. And you have a mask on, bro, you are exhausted when you take that mask off. You're sweating, your hair's all messed up and shit. It's like, shit, I'll never do that again, bro. He had that helmet on. When he took that shit off, remember he was blinking and shit? Bruh, it was hot as hell. It was a lot. It really was a lot. I think when he took off, he remembers how he felt taking off that costume. Like, I would never do that again. I think it had shoulder pads and shit. I think it was a lot. Let me see. Hold on. At DAZN. Wait, is DAZN here? There he is. Hey, DAZN. Love you, boy. In the Tyson Bell. DAZN's up in the house. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait, DAZN done showed up. Hold on. We in DAZN, man. And then Joe, I still haven't made your short vid, brother. Everybody during the fight was saying he shouldn't have worn that. I know, but brother, you just gave a super duper ooper chat. Hold on, brother. Hold on.
Niggas sick to the stomach. I be getting to the money. Everybody mad. Think I'm getting too much money.
Hit the Tyson Bell. Love you, boy. Flex on him. Listen, yeah, everybody was talking about how he shouldn't have worn that. I was saying that live when I was covering the fight. Hell no, you shouldn't have worn that. Maria, And that was his initial response. And I'm going to say it again and again and again. If it was the metal egg-shaped form, then, his response would have been, ping, ping. Brother, I felt so much metal and so little cushion. Hit a Tyson Bell. That wasn't his response. It was the suit. Everything else, the water and all that, came from content creators. All right. Let me see. The documentary. We're not going to do the documentary thing. The Zone said, do you like karaoke? Hey, brother. All right. The cat is out the bag. The cat is out the bag. You got to understand, bro. Oh, my God, I'm sweating. When I'm out, whenever I'm done with the day, all right? And the Zone, listen, we do a lot of work. It'd be exhausting. The way we blow off steam is knock back drinks and hit this karaoke bar. And it is diabolical. It is diabolical. I thought you were trying to debate today. No, it was
It is diabolical. It is really uncalled for. And here's the thing. I'm going to do it again. Hey, DAZN, we're doing it again. We're going to be in Vegas after a hard day's work. Yo, you have no idea. I sing like Stevie Wonder when I'm drunk. I can sing my ass off when I'm drunk. Holy shit. Let me see. Love you, boy. That is, no, man. No. Yo, it is crazy. We just, oh my God. And a lot of times the room be this small ass hot box, bro. And we just out there just singing the word. Matter of fact, those UK songs y'all be singing is diabolical. I'm from the hood. That's the only time I'm quiet during karaoke. When y'all get on this roll, bro, of just UK shit. No, I love you guys. Biz, you done with the set. Send me the duckaroni. Okay. All right, let's talk. Put the vocals on. No karaoke, Biz. You're gonna piss off Trigger Trey. Yeah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. But hey, you put on some New Edition, some Michael Jackson, we working. All right, New Edition, Michael Jackson. Now you got the Biz, Kanye West. Oh shit! And the thing is, I be feeling like I'm killing it. I just be singing like I'm. All right, we got to get serious. Let's talk about this. Okay, living in America. Okay. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna go past the hour today. This is really diabolical. Shout out to DAZN. Hold on real quick. We in DAZN. All right. Listen, I can see you now off key, sexy Kendra is really bad. Okay, so no. Let's talk about Deebo Dev. All right. This is where I'm So, two-tone. He asked if he was going to fight Ryan if Ryan wins and become champion at 147. And Devin said that ship has sailed because he dropped out of VADA testing. Deebo Dev said it's over with. Yeah. So let's go over this. Y'all remember Chris Tucker Rush? I think about that all the time. Come on, Lee. So he's scared. Okay, no. Listen. All right. Let's break this down. Either Deebo Dev is trolling. Either he's trolling. Okay. Or he's trying to create controversy to hype the fight. Could be. Or he's ignorant to the fact that Ryan Garcia didn't drop out of VADA. If he's ignorant to that fact, then he's spreading falsehoods, which is no fair. But it's due to him being ignorant to the fact. Hold on real quick. James Brown, the boss, while working hard, 9 to 5. I love you, boy. 100%. Listen. Or he's in denial. I didn't think about that, or he's in denial. But Ryan Garcia is fighting for the WBC title. The WBC title did not have to allow Ryan Garcia. They had a lifetime ban for Ryan Garcia saying the racist comments that he said when he went on Spaz the hell out and he just said the most ridiculous things. The WBC, just to give you guys insight, I think I've told you guys before, the WBC and we spoke about that the day of. All right, hit the Tyson bell. And the WBC told me personally what they were going to do, that it was a lifetime ban. Then I spoke with Undisputed. Undisputed said, yeah, we're going to remove Ryan Garcia. So I was very much involved during those times of knowing what the decisions that was going to be made with Ryan Garcia's brand. But they made the WBC available again, the title available again for Ryan Garcia, saying that they see the growth of him and they're trusting that he has made that change. Fine. They didn't have to. But in order for him to fight for the WBC, he has to be registered with VADA. He has to do the mandatory VADA testing, which he's done. He's been tested, and he has the proof of it. All right. So it is a lie that he dropped out of VADA. That's how it appears now. All right. With that said, do you think Deebo Dev is ducking Craig Garcia? Or do you think it was an honest misunderstanding? Because I can see how it could be an honest misunderstanding, because Ryan Garcia has been against VADA. And he said, why can't we use other things? You think he's ducking? Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Yo, Biz, what if he's referring to 365 for you? What? No, because that's not dropping out of VADA. 365 24/7 is something that they're trying to implement. That's not dropping out of VADA. So no, that's not what he's talking about. Duckaroni, Super Mario, a beast too. Yeah, for sure. Ryan did pop, so Devin's being skeptical is fair. So wait a minute. Being skeptical and telling the world that he dropped out of VADA is two different things. Let me see. Definitely misunderstood. Why would he duck? That's a good point. That's why I don't think that Deebo Dev is okay. Listen, I call him Deebo Dev for a few reasons. All right. I call him Deebo Dev because number one, he's a big kid. But number two, I've never seen him turn down smoke. Or maybe y'all have, but Devin Haney doesn't appear to be a guy who turns down smoke. Let me see. Devin better step in the ring after the fight. And for me, it's a duck because he knows fighting Ryan is stylistically a nightmare. For me, I think Devin Haney would want to unify. For me, I think Devin Haney would want to unify. He doesn't seem to be a guy all of a sudden who ducks anybody. He tried to fight Ryan. He fought Ryan the first time, right? He tried to fight Warley, right? He gave an offer to Shakur, right? He was calling out Tank forever. Bill Haney was in Keyshawn's DMs, and now it looked like they're going to fight. I don't know, man. Devin never came off to me as a guy who was afraid of anybody. I can't throw duck on him at this point. I think he wants his get back. He probably was told that and ran with it. I think he was told that and ran with it. He's trolling, but if he's serious, it's a duckaroni piece of no doubt. I'm gonna go with he ran with it and trolled. I think it's a very smart. Okay, here, let me do this. When Ryan Garcia was about to fight Warley, right? I was there at the media workout. The Haneys were diabolical. I remember Bill Haney saying, look at him. He doesn't look like he did in preparation for our fight. If you look back at Ryan Garcia in preparation for the Haneys, he looked chubby and he missed weight. He just, right, he looked greasy and he was always like sweaty and shit. Like, it was like, hey, bro, right? And then there was claims of him being on booger sugar and lost his mind and all kind of, he didn't look shredded and amazing. That's literally the narrative that they've created. When I look at him, he didn't look amazing. Look at him in that fight. He looked bad. But still shaping that narrative and getting in Ryan Garcia's head before that Warley fight. All right. They're good. They're so good at that. The Haneys are so good at that. And I think it's the art of war. Nah, man, that ship sailed. He dropped out of VADA. He knows, I think, this is me guessing. I don't know for sure. But I believe Deebo Dev knows how irritated Ryan Garcia gets about the cheating shit. Keep calling him a cheat, call him a cheat, call him a cheat. He's trying to avoid testing. He's a cheater, stuff like that. So as long as you keep that going,
right? Because honestly, I think Devin would want Barrios to beat Ryan Garcia. I think they're mortal enemies. I don't even think Devin feels that he has to whoop Ryan. I think Devin's like, I just want your ass whipped as often as possible. I want you gone, right? Hit the Tyson bell. If it's not by my hands, by somebody else's. Really don't give a shit. So this to me, I think is a well-played and strategic chess move days before Ryan Garcia entered the ring, like they were doing in the media workout. Tactics. I see it as tactics. And I see it as brilliant Skeletor, Megatron-ass tactics. Like, I see it as brilliant tactics. That's how I see it. I never saw him as a duck, ever. Psychologically, he doesn't want to see Ryan Biz. That's why he's using the chess narrative to get under the skin of Ryan. Facts Friday. Yeah, so agreed. Yeah, so you think he's really that Ryan is Craig Garcia. He could be. I see it like that too, Biz. Yeah, this is how I see. That's why I'm not going to strongly debate against people thinking that Ryan Garcia's in his head, right? But I want to say this out the blue. I just had this thought. I'm sorry. What you think of Shakur ranking Inoue on Jake's level? Shakur, no, he didn't. That's funny as hell. I didn't see that. Speaking of Shakur, great. I'm happy you brought him up. Shakur already beat Teofimo. The real four kings now is Shakur, Teofimo, Ryan Garcia. If Ryan Garcia wins Saturday, if Ryan Garcia wins next Saturday and becomes champion, okay, Ryan Garcia and Deebo. That's the four kings. It used to be Tank instead of Shakur. But I used to say that Shakur was too small because they were all lightweights. Honestly, Tank is the small guy. Everybody keep telling me how small. I never seen a more small man in my life. Like every time I bring up Tank amongst them, he's just really too small. And I'm telling you, I'm being convinced. I thought Tank skill-wise and punching power-wise allows him, and with his chin and everything, allows him, like Duran, to be able to fight a Hagler. Allows him to be able to do, but people say he's just really too small. His skill level isn't good enough. His power doesn't translate enough. Like people are like, that guy's small. And it throws me off because he already beat Barrios by knockout. He already beat Ryan, but they're like, he's really too small they're saying he's too small for Shakur. Right? I'm like, listen, Shakur can fight Teofimo, no rehydration clause and shit. They like, well, that's because Shakur is bigger. So they're like, he's too small for Shakur. So I'm thinking Tank should go to featherweight. So with that said, Shakur, Ryan, because if Shakur, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Sexy Kendra, my bad, girl. My bad. Listen, this isn't coming from Tank. Tank feel like he'll whoop everybody's ass, but his fans are very afraid for Tank. But if Shakur is calling out Conor Ben, right? And Conor Ben, we could talk about Conor Ben because he was on All the Smoke. He was talking to Akin Barak. A fantastic interview from Akin Barak. Let me see. I got Shakur, Deebo, Ryan, and the businessman. You remove T.O. like that? That's not bad. But the four kings, the businessman came later. The four kings are always guys who came up together, right? And then there were people around the four kings like Pepino Cuevas, Aaron Pryor, right? The businessman is probably Aaron Pryor, right? Wilfred Benitez. You get what I'm saying? Alexis Arguello. There were people around the four kings too. I mean, it wasn't just them alone. So the businessman is like the Aaron Pryor of the. Okay, so let me get back. If Shakur Stevenson is willing to fight Conor Ben, dude, I'm just one of those. If you fight at 147, you're a welterweight, bro. I just listen, dog. Hey, listen, for real. If you fight at 147, you're a welterweight, fam. Because if you can compete there, listen, the bigger you are, the more money you make. If you can compete there, especially like Keith one time said about there's no real true welterweights no more. There are people coming up. So you're fighting a Devin Haney who comes up, a T.O. who came up, right? You're fighting a Ryan Garcia who came up, even Mario Barrios. So Shit. Karaoke beer. Here. Let me play you some receipts real quick from Conor Ben real quick. The fact that they both started at 126 makes Tank look horrible. People talking about the rehydration clause, but at least he's talking about 147. Yeah. I mean, he just went from 140 and then do the 147. The thing is, Conor Ben's going to talk about it. Conor Ben sees that fair. Okay. Dev has one fight left in a 12 months. Dev has one fight left in 12 months Saudi deal. Oh, there's a 12-month Saudi deal? You just taught me something. Okay. Here, let me show you what Conor Ben had to say.
So you didn't tell him, hey, Eddie, I want that fight?
Oh, no, I messaged him, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what
what's his response?
I'll tell you. I said, if he's going to call me out, I'm going to make my presence known. I want to do Shakur next. I was talking to him today, and he's adamant he wants the rehydration clause. I said, I'll do it for numbers, all right? So
you were willing to even do the hydration clause?
I would do the hydration clause, because you know what? I'm disciplined. I'm extremely disciplined. Like, I mean, my discipline is unquestioned. You know, so for me, getting the weight down and doing it right, you won't see me doing our Eubank business, posting like sympathy, even on like sweatsuit and that. I'll do the weight properly, and ultimately it comes at a price. It definitely comes at a price, and that's what that fight would be. And do I fancy that fight? Yes, because I love the challenge of it. It is a future pound for pound grade. I think he's too small. I wouldn't try and box him. I wouldn't try and counter. I'd just steam straight into him. I'd steam into him. I'd fight him. I would take it to him and rough him up.
Give me your honor.
Hey, that's a hard fight, man. That's a hard fight for it is. It's a hard fight for Shakur, man. That's a tough one. All right. But my thing is, Shakur is so good. It doesn't make sense for Shakur to be able to beat Conor Ben, bro. It doesn't. But those real good ones, like those special, those great ones, those elite fighters, always they always isn't the word, repetitively do things that doesn't make sense. Muhammad Ali, what he did with Sonny Liston, he did it again with Foreman. That doesn't make sense. But that's what they do. They do it repetitively. That's a tough ass fight. But what I can say is Conor Ben said, I'm a real professional. I can do the rehydration clause. The thing about the rehydration clause is it's not that big of a deal. What is it? The IBF? They have a rehydration clause as a part of their whole sanctioning shit, right? That comes with the territory. You saw Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia. That comes with the territory. Let me see. Every dog has his day. Love you, boy. Yeah, 100%. Hit Tyson Bell. You glazing, Biz. Oh, glazing. Really, what you're saying is, Biz, you made me feel insecure. Just type what it is. Biz, I like somebody else, or I don't like this guy, or somebody getting a lot of credit makes me feel insecure because I don't get enough credit in my life. Right? Just let's go, man. Let's play the violin, bro. Right? Your life is freaking hard. All right. And if you hear somebody else get shine, you gotta say it's glaze, because you just can't hear the shine. It makes you feel inferior. Well, what you need to do is just work on your life. And if you're winning, you don't mind seeing other people win too. All right, hit the Tyson Bell. That's a little showbiz advice for you. Let me see. What do you think if a prime Boots at 147 versus Devin moving up? Who wins the fight? Boots beat the hell out. That's the Black Two Show. If Devin could beat Boots, then I don't know who's greater, Devin or Shakur at that point. I would be like, bruh. All right, so here we go. That's not right, Biz. It's very true. It's very true. What's not right is to call me a glazer for giving the brother some credit. That's not right. But now that I retaliated with a hard Mike Tyson shot, y'all mad at me. Now, don't jab me unless you ain't ready to hear some uppercuts back. Okay, so let's move forward because we're just talking about the IBF. All right? Yeah, we're going straight past the hour. Take away the rehydration and bring back same days. I agree. WBC about to strip Usyk if he don't fight Agit Kabayar. Yeah, great segue. Great segue. Let's talk about the WBC. the lawyer, Josh, what's his name? The lawyer of Shakur Stevenson speaks on his negotiations with the WBC and how they were trying to work around being able to make that fight with T.O. and stay WBC champion at lightweight. He speaks of what happened, and he said that the friendship between Shakur Stevenson and Terrence Crawford and the beef between the WBC and Terrence Crawford was in play onto why Mauricio Suleiman stripped Shakur. All right, we're going to play that, and then we're going to play Mauricio Suleiman's response. All right, let me see. Andy versus Murder is a great fight where we can say both are great. I'm not sure Kerr versus T.O. showed Kerr's greatness. Then you're not convinced, but I am. Okay, check this out.
And then there was a demand for a 3% sanction fee, and there was a demand for $120,000. And I, to me, that's shocking. There's a fight that you have no role in, you're not gonna sanction. And then there was a phone call. I don't remember if he called me or I called him. And during that phone call, specific mention was made, of Shakur's relationship with Terrence Crawford. Now, listen, that was very bizarre to me. And I told Mauricio that I don't understand what relevance that has. I don't understand why we're talking about that. But, Terrence and I aren't best buddies. I love Terrence. He's a great guy. He's an amazing champion. But Shakur's choice of friends has nothing to do with this guy. And, he mentioned, well, what's going on with us in the ring. And I said, I'm not interested in any of that. We can talk about something reasonable, but double what we end up paying is not reasonable. Mm-hmm. And when I say double what we end up paying, what they were asking for is double of what we ended up paying the very organization that sanctioned the fight. Wow. So I had a real issue with it.
So the fee that the WBC asked for, the $150,000, $120,000, something like that fee, is twice the amount of the fee from the WBO sanctioning body. Twice the amount. And that was the belt that Shakur was fighting for in fighting Teofimo Lopez, and the ring belt is free. But in order to have that fight and stay champion, and he's not even defending the title, he's not fighting for that title, he would have to pay $120,000, $150K. And they're also saying that his relationship with Terrence Crawford was brought up by Mauricio Suleiman. Mauricio Suleiman couldn't do anything against Terrence Crawford at the time because he was already undisputed. Too late, but maybe he can hit his little brother. That's what they're saying, all right? It's one word versus the other. All right, let me see. All of the recent controversy around the sanctioning bodies is making it easy for fighters and fans to stop caring about the belts. Hashtag the boxing revolution. It's just about waking up. It's just about what Floyd said it years ago. And then Errol Spence said it. And so now it's starting to move ahead. All right. Because Terrence Crawford had the platform. Because he just beat Canelo. He had the platform to kick off the boxing revolution. All right, tight spell. Okay. So let's look at Mauricio Suleiman's response. You can't listen to one side without listening to the other. Check it out.
Shakur Stevenson management contacted me directly by phone requesting the WBC lightweight champion to fight for the WBO super lightweight championship in a WBC special event with a WBC special belt with all the presence of the WBC and a great event for boxing. The WBC has that within the rules. When you have a champion who is the champion in a division and wants to fight a 10-round fight, a fight of another weight category up and down, there are rules specific to that. We accepted that, but we asked to formalize everything in writing as it has to be. The promoter must make a sanction request. The promoter must make all the things so we can start with the medicals and with everything that has to take place. And it never happened. I insisted on the phone, on WhatsApp, and by email countless times trying to get this resolved before the convention. At the convention, we took the verbal petition and we voted in favor of allowing this petition to happen. Followed up in January, and then I copied the promoter Matchroom, copied Sella, who is heavily involved in those promotions, and at the end there was absolutely no response other than that I will get back to you by Shakur Stevenson's management. Truly regretful situation, but it is clear that the rules are very clear, not only in the WBC, in every single organization. When a champion holds a championship and engages in a fight, he is to abide with the rules, which includes payment of sanction fees.
Okay, now there's people that's like, yo, Canelo is amazing. He never cried about it, so nobody else should, because everybody should think like Canelo. People are just different, bro. Canelo doesn't have a problem about it. Cool, but not every human gotta be like Canelo. Like, let me tell you this. Mick Smith, there's things that I do. You don't have to be like me. Nobody should expect you to be like me or make the decisions I make, even if we're making decisions on the same thing, right? So bringing up another man, unless you're a beta, but bringing up another man should not have any merit on how another totally different man thinks. All right. So that's a ridiculous argument. But with that said, I'm going to ask you this. Okay. I'm going to ask you this. Regardless of what happened, I don't know what happened. One side said this, the other says that. They're very rules based. And then Chris Manning's interview. Okay. But let me repeat my concept. Did Shakur Stevenson lose value or gain value to you after he beat Tio? Did Shakur Stevenson lose value or gain value after he beat Teofimo? Gain. Of course, he didn't stay the same. You just lied. Shakur Stevenson was seen as a boring fighter, Tom and Jerry, everybody falling asleep on his fights, pillow fists. After he beat Tio, he is arguably the best fighter in the world. Everybody's talking about Shakur in a positive light, not a negative one. You just lied, right? No need to lie. Just keep it real so we can get to a conclusion, right? He just went up in a pound for pound list 3. Oh, he definitely gained. All right. They sold out the Garden and nobody walked out. I was there. So he definitely gained. All right. So let me see. WBC mad that they lost Canelo 2 times a year pay. So if Shakur Stevenson victory over Teofimo made him gain value, then what difference does it make? He lost the WBC belt. Did he lose value? He was stripped of the WBC title. Did he lose value? If you're not losing value, then why pay for it? Then why lose 100 grand? You're not going to lose value. Why lose 100 grand? Listen. There's been times with my business where things have been presented to me. Hey, ShowBizz, we should do this. What's in it for me? Oh, wait a minute. You're the only one who gains. If we decide to do this, you're the only one who gains. What's in it for me? Explain it. You can't explain it? Then why should I effing do it? Why should I do it? I understand why you would want me to do it, but why should I do it? So when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, he gains value. Then why lose $100,000? Not perception, but reality. Right? Let me see. Gain, that boy was looking like Floyd at the time in the fight. Oh, yeah, he definitely gained. He definitely gained. Hit the Tyson Bear. Okay. This, he said, Cap, it hurt somebody. That hurt somebody. Saying something positive hurts people's feelings. Okay, everybody. So let's move forward. Let's move forward. You can nail when somebody's going to get offended, right? If you say something positive. All right. So let's move forward. Speaking of Shakur, I like this too. Gary Antoine Russell is saying that he doesn't think Shakur Stevenson will fight him. Shakur Stevenson responded, why wouldn't I? Holy shit. That guy wants smoke all the damn time. Why wouldn't I? That is the type of champion we want everyone to be. All right. So with Deebo Dev, back to Deebo Dev and Ryan Garcia, if Ryan Garcia beats Mario Barrios, if he knocks him out or whatever, Deebo Dev should be like, why wouldn't I want to whoop Ryan Garcia's ass? And that's the Black Two Sugars. That's not the only thing I would like to hear, but that's what I would like to hear most. All right, hit the Tyson Bear. Speaking of Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios, I made a video talking about my prediction. I want to clarify something. I said that I will be gambling on Ryan Garcia catching Mario Barrios in 3 rounds or less. Put him on Queer Street. I said a lot of people don't get that far and they start jumping in comments and you disrespectful and all this and crying. But I just want to reiterate. Ryan Garcia to me, and I've been saying this a lot, Ryan Garcia to me is like Deontay Wilder, right? I can't, to me, it's a very, when I think, or back in the day, when I thought that Wilder would knock somebody out, I didn't think he would strategically beat him down, break him down, outbox him, and then knock him. I just thought he'd catch you. Bomb squad! That's why even fighters who are skillfully better than him, even with a better resume, I thought he'd catch you. That's where I was at. That's where I'm at with Ryan. Who's skillfully better? Mario Barrios. Who has a better resume? Probably Mario Barrios. It's close, but Mario Barrios. I still think stylistically, if he doesn't catch him, it's like with Wilder. If Wilder doesn't catch you, it's over with. I think if Ryan doesn't catch him, this is going to be a rough one. But the thing is, Mario Barrios got to be on top of things all 12 rounds. And I just think how things has been for both of them. Things haven't been looking great for both of them. I just think when Ryan's on this game, he has a higher upside. Let me tell you this. Biz, do you think it makes sense for a fighter to win, pay the fee to be called champion, and then simply vacate to avoid the extra BS? No, no. I think if you value the belt, pay. But I don't think you have to scheme anything. You don't have to scheme anything, right? If you value it, pay. I'm just saying, which one are you going to value? Like, what do you value? Hit the Tyson Bell. Let me see. Agreed, Biz. Yeah, I that's how I see it. That's how I see it. And I think I'm gonna go further, and this is gonna piss a lot of people off. I know this because people have hard opinions, and when they do, they start judging you if you don't agree with them, right? I get it all the time. If I say an opinion that you don't agree with, all of a sudden there must be a reason why I'm saying it. That the reason why we don't agree, it's not because we think differently. It's because whatever you make believe shit you put in your head, you're gonna put on me. All right. But with that said, I think Ryan Garcia has all the abilities to be a very special fighter. I think Ryan Garcia could be an all-time fighter if he dialed in, stayed dialed in. I'm talking about Floyd, Shakur, Terrence Crawford, great dialed in. If he were to stay dialed in and work on weaknesses and work on evolving, he has the physical attributes to be an all-time great fighter. And I'm not saying, you know, when I say all-time great, people say, oh, you think he'll be greater than Sugar Ray Robinson? No, I'm just saying top 50, top 100 all-time great fighters. I think he has that type of special abilities. But so did Wilder. I think Mark Breland had Wilder right, trying to work on his footwork, work on his snap and jab. I think he had the attributes. Wilder had the hand-eye coordination, the timing, the hand speed, and the power with that right hand. If he can put it everywhere, into his feet, into his rhythm, into his jab, put it everywhere, I think Wilder could have been an all-time great heavyweight. I think he could have been. Let me see. Seen Barrios get caught with less quick punchers. I know. I see him, Ramos just threw it right down the pipe, right? Let me see. Biz, what was like? I think Ryan's right hand could be as devastating as his left hook. But he has to work on it. Biz, what was the fee for your belt on the wall? In my opinion, the belts serve two functions. They bring the eyes of the casual boxing fan and helps them understand the importance of certain fights, especially the matchups that involved a skilled but lesser known fighter. But there's so many belts that it ruins it, right? The fan is now seeing a maroon belt, a purple belt, a rainbow belt, a black belt, a green belt. Like, it's like everybody has some kind of belt. So now it's every time you look at TV, there's a belt somewhere that somebody won. Now it's just, right? No one gives a shit. No one knows who the best anymore, right? So that's why I said they oversaturated. You're talking about how it should be, and we'll talk about that in a minute. At work, watching the start War Room Biz. Love you, boy. Listen, Hitchins better call out Shakur after he beat Duarte. We're going to talk about that. I'm not sure if Hitchins beats Duarte. That fight is a close ass fight. Okay, let's take a quick break. Let's do a look at that because this punch is hysterical. All right, so we're gonna do a quick look at that, and we're gonna keep moving on with this business we got. This is a long live stream.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at that. Look at that.
Check this out.
Oh, damn. That's not behind the back?
No. That's the side of your head, gang.
You dead ass?
Where did he just hit you at?
Where did he just hit you at? He hit you that hard? Gang. You telling me this man just hit you that hard? Yes, he hit me that hard. But I'm trying to tell you, he hit you right here though, man. He hit me hard as a bitch. Hey, wait. How hard was he supposed to hit you? It's boxing. That's what I'm saying. I thought I was about to fall, but I thought about it and I didn't fall. No, but right.
You gotta explain that shit. He hit me hard as a bitch. you gotta explain that shit. Okay, so let's talk. Everybody is like Cap, Hitchins beats Duarte. Cap. You're lying. Cap. So let me check it out. I'm so tired of people, dog. I'm so tired of people. It's just mothers don't even think anymore. They just talk. Let me see. Okay. Let's look at this. Let's do some film study. Let me see. I got a raw unanimous decision with a few knockdowns. That's dope along the way. And if they move properly, the champs at 147 could be Ryan, Haney, Conor, Ben, and T.O. Yeah, that prediction is one of those logical predictions. Me, I'm making a gamble. I'm saying I'm gambling on, but yeah, you're talking about a logical. Anything logical is mostly it goes to decision, I'm saying split or unanimous or something. That's one of those safe, logical type of you digs. Okay, everybody, let's check this out. Let's do a little film study. Okay, so if you're going to talk about Hitchins versus Duarte, you have to look at like opponents. All right, Now we got to look at Hitchins versus Lemos. We have to. In doing so, I want you guys to keep something in mind. Lemos is 5'5". Duarte is 5'9". All right. So that's a huge difference. Let me see. Shakur versus Gary, WBO, WBA, no BS, fair belt pay. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Now, Lemos and Duarte, they fight very similarly. So let's check this out. No volume. Hold on, everybody, because you guys know y'all know what time it is. We in the all right, let me turn it up a little bit.
Someone's always got to go. Our main event: Richardson Hitchins. Ready? Trying to climb the ladder towards a world title. So too is the undefeated Argentinian Gustavo Lemos.
All right, let's look at this. When was this? A year ago?
Rust is on Gustavo Lemos earlier. He did have a fight back in December, but that fight lasted just one round. Before that, it was an 18-month layoff, so he has been on ice for some time.
With this style,
that jab is snappy.
He's not really going to bother him. He's not a high-volume puncher. You know, he looks for a big shot, normally a looping overhand right.
Constant pressure from Lemos.
Doesn't rely on footwork, so I think he's going to be just fine.
Duarte couldn't hurt Sims. Right, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it. Relax, relax. Let's look at one step at a time. Let's look at this right here.
Lemos could get off his punches, build points, build confidence. So pop
Good
that
jab, good jab.
Stick to that stick and stick to the middle of the ring, where he's gonna win this fight.
Well, Lemos said point blank, I have to go to the body. It is
Good jab.
I cannot win unless I land my body punches.
Yeah, 40%.
Now, if you look at Hitchins, he's not just going straight backwards. He got some angles about him. And look at that stick. Good jab. Now, Lemos is 5'5", so the reach advantage is crazy. But Lemos doing good, cutting the ring off. Oh, good right hand.
Yes, he is. And if he's not going to catch and counter, Lemos going to keep punching, going to keep building points. Getting bold and building points.
I'm saying it's a good fight. People are saying it's not a good fight. It's easy and all that shit. Well, let's look. Let's see.
8-10 punch combinations. Some of those are going to be landing, and they're going to catch the eye.
I just want to see where people getting it from.
So they're hard to punch in between the shots because he's so short and stocky. See, guys that are like that, they know how to fight small.
Hitchins is fighting a lot on his back foot. So when there's pressure on his back foot.
Is because of that. There's no target, being given by a stock.
Oh!
And this is nightmare fuel for Richardson.
So Hitchins kind of leans straight back at times.
Another undefeated underdog came here to win. And Gustavo Lemos.
Hitchins may be forced to really brawl here tonight.
Hitchins has improved drastically from the Lemos fight. I don't know if he's fought anyone like Lemos since. So it may be stylistically. Paro is nothing like Lemos. Cambosis, nothing like Lemos. So it may be stylistically. We don't know if it's him actually improving in a year drastically.
Settling this fight down, kind of got into a groove a little bit with that jab, landing some good power shots where you're just also not seeing the kind of output we saw early from Gustavo Lemos.
Hitchins saying, I'm not tired.
You always get caught like that on your back foot. Yeah.
Oh,
big right. Oh,
sticky right hand, Clarissa. You're talking about even when Hitchins is landing his shots, he has to be aware of the overhand right. You got to
good body shot.
That Lemos is trying to land. There it is, right there.
Oh.
And you got to win some of those inside battles.
Oh, bro, Lemos is throwing some serious heat.
Swinging and missing takes more energy than anything else.
You said it was a knockdown?
You train to punch, you train to punch a thing, land things. You don't train to miss.
It definitely takes your win, but if you throw 4 and you land 1 and give you back the energy that you missed or that was taken when you missed those shots.
I like Hitchins' chin though.
You were talking about jabs earlier. Let's see the difference in landed jabs, 64 to 13.
Oh, oh shit! Up, Bambi legs, Bambi legs. That slugging pressure. Oh, shit!
He's trying to hang on now.
Oh, shit.
Let's see if Lemos can take advantage. Hitchins just grabbing on.
Oh,
Body shot.
you're right to the body, right upstairs.
These are good
Yeah, this is a
options,
good fight.
Sergio.
This is good round, good
The
work.
slugger
Lemos
versus
got
the
right
boxer.
hand. That's exactly what he needs to watch out for. When he throws it downstairs, it opens up.
Good right hand.
Let him go. Let him go.
Boy, Hitchins refusing
Yeah,
to let
Hitchins
go.
got a little chinny chin
Referee
on him.
might want to consider taking a point if this keeps up.
Good
Nice
left hook.
hand there for Lemos. This could be his moment. Caught him
Shit.
again.
I mean, this almost a 10-8 round. 1 minute 30 seconds. Oh, good body shot. That's how you survive, Hitchins. That's how you survive, brother.
There comes a time where boxing goes out the window. You gotta,
No, that's the rabbit point. Oh,
you gotta prove yourself that you have a chin and you can come back from adversity.
And Sergio, we saw last week with Arsene Goulamarian looking up at the monitor. We just saw it from Hitchins with about half a round to
oh,
go.
good right hand, Hitchins.
Uppercuts now from Lemos. There's a right
This
hand.
is Lemos. How great is Lemos?
You gotta make sure you don't get hit with that.
We said we're going to have to find out if Hitchins has that dog in him, Sergio.
Good right hand, Hitchins. Yeah.
Good right hand from Hitchins. And now Lemos.
Yeah, that one Clarissa was all for Hitchins, boy. Clarissa was.
Fantastic round 8 here from the Fountain Blue in Las Vegas. Big right for Lemos.
Well, you want an excitement from Richards and Hitchins? You want to see guts? You're getting it now.
Oh, big uppercut on the inside.
Y'all, he hurt. He hurting. Lemos hurt with the uppercut.
Okay. Keep that hand up.
That pressure, bruh.
Hitchins again glancing at the monitor.
Box.
Ah, that body. Yeah, you got to clinch. You got to clinch.
Step back. Watch your head. Watch your head. Watch your head. Box.
Hell of a fight.
Good round from
Oh,
Lemos. He caught him
big
with
right
the
hand from Lemos. They showing this entire round, bruh.
So much for Hitchins starting to dominate this fight. Lemos is right back in it. Sergio, is Hitchins fighting?
There was a lot of rounds. I remember this fight, man. Lemos was taking it to him the second half of this fight.
He's still trying to fight off and keep off Lemos. He's doing a good job moving. But when it comes to Lemos, he's doing a good job cutting off the rings. And this is what judges have a hard time. You know, they gotta give the pressure fighter trying to make the fight.
They born.
That's one man right now. That's
Good 1-2 from Hitchins. There you go.
Lemos says, come on,
Let's stop running.
out, baby. Let's go.
Good 1-2. There you go, Hitchins. Let them know.
And that will do it. Did Gustavo Lemos pull off a stunning upset, or is
Now, this was the one where a lot of us in the war room was like Lemos probably won that fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here at the Fontaine Blue, Las Vegas, Nevada, we go to the judges' scorecards. Tim Cheatham, 117, 111.
No, that makes no sense to show that.
Max DeLuca and Steve Weisfeld both score this bout 115 to 113. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. He's still undefeated, Richardson.
Okay. So that's that fight. Now what you have to do is look at Duarte versus somebody you can compare to Hitchins. Hold on, y'all. All right. So let me add this. All right. Now let's look at Sims Jr. He's 5'10", 31. Don't forget, Duarte is 5'9", so different stature. But let's work.
Taking on Kenneth Sims Jr., who's won 9 straight. He's 31 and 5'10".
Everything's off that jab. Everything's off that stick. If Sims can continue,
nice left hand.
So he got a jabber with some, but see the difference is look how big Duarte is. So he fights like Lemos, but he's not 5'5". He's 5'9".
But as soon as he gets touched by Duarte, Duarte gets nothing but confidence in the heavy hands on Duarte's side.
Oh, good body shot.
I love the fact that he has that instinct up to his corner to check that.
Good jab from Sims.
This monster off him. He can't just
Oh, big right hand from Duarte.
Sims trying to fight off the ropes.
Somebody said Duarte couldn't hurt Sims.
Sims a three-punch combination right there, but back to the stick. Everything's gonna come
Good
out.
jab from Sims. It's going to be the same style. This is how it's going to look. Lemos, Hitchins, Duarte, Sims. Expect good left foot. Expect the fight to look like that. Man, somebody lied and said Duarte never hurt Sims. This is the difference between people talking with narratives and watching the fights, right?
Fighters like this, fighters like Duarte.
Good hook to the body.
Right hand for Duarte, followed up with a stiff jab.
Good jab from Sims.
Yeah, Sims got caught with the right ankle and then came back with a check hook of himself.
Good combination from Sims. Fast hands. Ooh.
Nice counter. Good timing.
Yeah, Duarte is with Robert Garcia now. That's going to be rough. Into the body. Duarte looks slow. Looks like he's fast enough to land good shots. So I'm saying this is going to be probably my favorite matchup for that card. Hitchins versus Duarte. It's going to be beautiful. I love the body shots from Duarte. So he can kind of slow down Sims. Oh. Duarte stands right in front of you, just like Lemos. Oh, good combination. Not too much difference stylistically between Lemos and Duarte. That's why we're looking at these fights, right? Oh, great combination. The one thing I'm afraid for Hitchins is Duarte is stronger than Lemos. Duarte is more durable than Lemos. And Duarte is bigger than Lemos by 4 inches. Oh! People are saying Hitchins, that Duarte's too slow for Hitchins, but Lemos must have been as fast as Floyd Mayweather, I guess. I didn't see a very fast Lemos when I watched the fight. I see your point, Biz. You get what I'm saying?
Look how close it is.
I mean, I know if you're trying your hardest to just say Hitchins wins and you like Hitchins a lot, that's different than what I do. I look at the matchup and say, this is going to be one hell of a fight. Good combination from there you go, Sims. Let your hands go. I'm a little bit different than a lot of you. That's the difference between fanboying and just analysis. Oh, good combination from Duarte. Lemos was faster. Oh, good left hook from Sims. Sims looks faster than Hitchins. Maybe it's Sims' speed because Lemos didn't look that fast to me. But hey, Lemos is Sugar Ray Leonard. That's the excuse now. Lemos is Sugar Ray Leonard. Good. Oh, good combination from Sims.
Yeah, I've got 87-84 in favor of Oscar Duarte. The output for Duarte.
So I guess the narrative is Lemos was Sugar Ray Leonard.
Good 8th round. Sims Jr. in a very competitive fight all throughout, but I've got Duarte up 87.
I'm gonna start calling him Sugar Lemos. Oops.
Good right hand for Duarte.
Sugar Lemos, dog. People come up with any damn thing, bro. I'm gonna give my exfoliation in a minute. Let me see. I'm the best in the world because my ego says, my day-to-day motivation quote. Yes, love you, boy.
That's what you need to do. You turn like you're dancing with your opponent. Get off the ropes and dig down to the body.
Look how close the total punches landed through 10 rounds.
Look at the punches landed. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is. Oh, good left.
He got out of the way for the receipt that time.
I'm gonna take it easy on my prediction. Because if I make it argumentative, people won't listen. Bars. Oh, good right hand. That was a good right hand from Sims. Let me see. Fanboys don't show hometown guys getting beat. However, analysts look at things a little different. Said, yeah, I always look at everything. Right? Okay. And we know Duarte won that fight. All right. So let's talk. Okay. So here's my thing. The reason why I say the fight is a good one. You see how y'all initially just said Hitchins dominate. For me, if Hitchins beat Duarte, it's a great win. For y'all, it's a cherry pick. But I think it's a good fight. Okay. Because of what I just saw right there. How Hitchins looked against a very good pressure fighter. And how Duarte looked against a jabber who's stepping backwards. All right. And Sims. Okay. Now, there's a lot of you who says Lemos is as fast as Sugar Ray Leonard, Manny Pacquiao, maybe a little bit faster than Manny Pacquiao, Sugar Ray Leonard. All right. But what I'm saying is, even if he's faster than Pacquiao, and that's why he was landing on Hitchins, because he's faster than Pacquiao. Even if that's the case, he's 5'5", right? So Duarte doesn't have to be as fast as, no one's as fast as Lemos. He's probably the fastest fighter ever. But he doesn't have to be close to the speed of Lemos because he's 5'9". That's why I brought up the height to begin with. Lemos was getting to Hitchins at 5'5", and I know he's faster than Pacquiao, but he was getting to Hitchins at 5'5". I think it was due to how he pressures and cut off the ring. But y'all say it's because of his speed being that of Floyd Mayweather. Duarte is 5'9". So I'm saying he's still going to be able to get to Hitchins. It's a good matchup. All right. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it's a good matchup. All right. Let me see. Sugar Joseph Parker. You're wrong for that. Let me see. Fangirl. Robert Garcia should train T.O. Okay. Well, speaking of that, great. You guys are making fantastic segues. Everybody, please hit the like button. Okay. Speaking of that, let's move forward. Someone said Robert Garcia should train T.O. Now, I just want to say this. I made a comment after Shakur versus T.O. where I said everybody's getting on T.O.'s father. I was responding to a comment. And I was like, y'all are bailing, y'all overreacting too quickly. Really, you guys have to be looking at the other thing, which is Shakur being the best fighter in the world, right? Now listen, Lemos uses his stature well, like Tank and Pitbull. Okay, there you go. So Duarte doesn't. So moving on, I have, and people got on me for this, but I have receipts of Robert Garcia agreeing with the Biz. Hit the Tyson bell. Hey, everybody, check this out. Hey, man, I'm not sure of any corner who would have been able to coach T.O. into beating Shakur that night. What I don't want to do is make the mistake that we all do, and we're not learning from it. This fight now, T.O. Sr. didn't have answers for T.O. He needs to get rid of him forever. We just saw him looking great against Barboza. The element that y'all got to really add into this equation is that Shakur Stevenson is goated.
And the dad, you know, there's nothing anybody could do. What instructions? There's nothing. When you got somebody like Shakur in front of you and doing what he was doing, what kind of instructions are you supposed to give him? You know, Shakur was just too fucking good. And I think it's just one of those experiences that's going to make the dad better.
You have the greatest trainer on the planet. Let me say this again. You have the greatest trainer on. If y'all don't want to believe Biz, don't. At least listen and take into account the greatest trainer on the planet. That guy said, what were you going to tell him? Robert Garcia put himself in T.O.'s shoes. Robert Garcia wouldn't have shit to say. Robert Garcia is like, when you're that, you cannot come up with instructions on fight night for that shit. You would have had to have everything figured out for the 8 weeks before. Hit the Tyson bell. And this is what I'm saying. It's easy to say what to do when you're not in there. When I was looking at T.O. versus Shakur, I saw T.O. literally think about doing things, and Shakur was a step ahead. I saw T.O. feint and Shakur, how Shakur moved, only anything T.O. would have done, he would have been in a bad spot. Sometimes it's like, you know it when you're there, right? Hey, do this, do that. I'm going to get my head knocked off my shoulders if I do this and that. I can tell because when I try to do it, he's 2 steps ahead. Even when I think about it, if I feint to do it, he's 2 steps ahead and he's putting himself in a position with his abilities to knock my teeth down my throat. Y'all can't see it because y'all on TV while watching TV. But for him, he's looking at it POV and he's like, I'm attempting to think to do shit. And my head's going to get knocked off. All right. That's what Robert Garcia was saying. He was like, it's over. It was over the first 10 seconds. There's nothing he's going to learn throughout this fight with the attributes and skill that he has that's going to make him successful. And what could his trainer tell him to do? Disappear and reappear? Grow an extra arm? Those are the type of things he would have had to do. Know something that he hasn't learned, right? Or incapable of. Let me see. If Kerr don't pay, shit. I have no idea what the hell is going on with that. Okay, everybody, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let me cover this real quick, and then we're gonna cover a hot topic with Zufa. Okay, this right here. AJ got a tattoo of his brother's names on his right arm, right there. Lats and Cena. Right there, right under Africa. Right under Africa. Lats and Cena. I wouldn't want to be the next chin that AJ fights. I wouldn't. If you were to tell me, hey, we got a fight scheduled for you in April. Oh yeah, who is it against? Joshua. Bullshit. Bullshit. If whoever he hits with that right hand, I just wouldn't want to be the first one back. For real. I wouldn't want to be the first one back. All right. I can follow it up the second. I wouldn't want to be, whoever is next. Let me see. By the 6th round, he was like, hell, I don't know. Tucker was, yeah, that's what I'm saying. By the 6th, it's like, brother, listen, bro, just apologize for slavery. Okay, everybody. Let's move forward. You guys talking about this. Boots Ennis versus Vergil Ortiz Jr. is being targeted for April in Vegas and could be finalized this week. That was yesterday. Mike Compinger has revealed on Inside I think that was like last week. He said something like that, but it could be finalized for April. Here's what I have to say about that. There's been a few of you guys DMing me, been reaching out, and even in the war room, I just saw in the chat today a few of you guys asking about Boots and Ortiz. Do I think it's going to materialize? Do I think it's going to happen? Short answer, yes. The reason why I think it's going to happen is because they're quiet. I'm not hearing shit from Ortiz. I'm not hearing shit from Boots. When shit get real quiet, they're working. Every time. When things are real quiet and you haven't heard, there was a lot of talk and then everything goes silent, they're working. All right. Number 2, that means it's going to come out of nowhere. Number 2, I've seen this happen before with Oscar De La Hoya. It happened with Ryan Garcia. Ryan wanted the tank fight. Oscar thought it was a bad idea. Oscar thought it was a bad idea. Remember? Oscar was like, you're going to get your ass whipped, right? Really, it was the rehydration clause, the catch weight, all those things. But Ryan really wanted it. He threatened to leave, all those things. And then Oscar said, fine. I feel like Oscar was on the same thing with Boots and Ortiz. I really do. I feel like he was like, listen, if you're going to get your ass whipped, you might as well get paid, get overpaid. But Ortiz said, I'm a bounce. And I think Oscar's like, then fine. It just, I've seen this before. And I think we are, like Mike Coppinger is reporting, I think we are very close to the most anticipated fight for 2026 materializing. All right, in Tyson Bell. And I think it's April because Eddie Hoyne had 2 dates. He had March and he had April, right? And it doesn't look like they're going to take a fight in March. They actually held out for April. And Eddie Hoyne said they will hold out for April for the Ortiz fight. So, Oscar did the same with Zepeda. Sure did. Okay, let's move forward. We're starting to round out everything. Before we talk about the last thing, I want to talk about this. Fabio Warley versus Dubois. I said that Dubois wasn't the animal that Fabio Warley is. I think Dubois is a more experienced fighter for sure, right? But I think, and he probably a more skillful fighter, but I think Fabio Warley is just a ridiculous beast. But this fight is going to prove if I'm wrong or not. All right. Now, I'm not saying beast as far as who's the better fighter. I'm saying beast as far as you're going to have to unalive Warley to beat him. I mean, I've seen him outboxed and everything, and then he just sticks it through. I thought Joseph Parker was on his way. Haney too was on their way to beating Warley, and Warley just did what Warley does, bruh. Just gangster his way into a victory. All right. Okay. If they sign, Vergil pulls out. No, not how badly he wants that fight. Vergil won't pull out. And to keep it a bean, I got Boots, but Vergil can win the fight. He can win the fight. Bruh, Vergil can win. I got Boots, though. I got Boots for sure. I got Boots very. Listen, bro. Lately, the slick fighter is the reason why I'm leaning towards Hitchins. The slick fighter has been really doing their thing. Haney, no, the tenacity fighter ain't really been. The tenacity fighter hasn't been victorious as of late. The slick fighter has been doing their thing. All right. But with that said, though, when you have Robert Garcia, you always have one hell of a chance. All right, in preparation. Okay. Also, Boots hasn't fought anybody as good as Vergil Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz's resume is far better than Boots. Boots hasn't fought anybody as good as Ortiz. All right. So he can win. We can learn stuff about Boots we didn't know. He can win. I just got Boots. It's possible. But let me see. Rewatching Chavez versus Taylor. What do you think about that stoppage? I remember initially when that happened, I thought Meldrick Taylor, I thought it was unjust. I thought by the time they say fight, by the time they get to the center of the ring, Meldrick Taylor, if the fight would be over. I thought to stand up, he deserved the victory. But at the same damn time, bro, I saw Meldrick Taylor's condition after that fight. I saw it decline acutely. Seriously, his health after that fight. What Richard Steele saw was a man in bad shape. I'm not sure if he knew the time that was left or not. All he saw was a guy in horrific shape. And that's the Black Two Sugars. That's the, if you want to know, give Meldrick Taylor a gander after that fight. Have you seen Chavez Meldrick 2? Have you just give him a gander? Let me see. Respect to Taylor. He took the L and his health declined. That is tough. What a brutal sport. Yeah. Okay. So let's move forward. Zufa. 8 weight divisions. Eight weight divisions, people. Bantamweight, feather, light, welter, middleweight, light heavy, cruiserweight, heavyweight. None of that super middle, super welter, super light, super feather, super bantam, super fly, fly weight, light fly, straw weight. None of that shit. The Stone Age. They're taking it back. None of that catch weight shit. 8 weight divisions. 8 weight divisions and 1 belt. Listen to me. Listen to me. Take it in between. This is Stone Age shit. Listen, however you feel about Zufa, however you feel, you have to be a little interested. You have to be a little interested in them taking it back to the Stone Age. You have to be a little interested. How does this affect the sport? You have to be a little interested. And you have to come back to the question that I asked months ago. Really, I gave an answer to, and I'm going to do it again now. Why were there tweener weight classes? Why were there tweener weight classes? Was it because someone gets hurt, so they need the tweener weight classes? You really think that's what it was? People get hurt trying to cut weight, not when they fight up. Let me say that again. People get hurt when they're trying to cut weight. That's when you see people passing out, dehydrated. Why the tweener weight classes? The tweener weight classes was for more money, more champions, more titles. It was for the sanctioning bodies. With more titles, there's more fees. Not only do you want more belts, but also more weight classes, make it for more champions, because more champions is profitable. That's the Black Two Sugars. So if you have a league where there's only 1 belt, there's no use for the tweener weight classes. That's the Black Two Sugars. When you have your own league, if you have a boxing league, there's less politics. One belt, less weight classes. You can actually have rules that don't bend. Why would they bend? So no Bam, Collazo, and Zufa. Not right now, low key. I wanna, that's a fact. Yeah. I want you guys to understand this, okay? How can I put this? How can I put this? You guys got to think long term. This is going to be my closing statement. You guys got to think long term. I know that we're in an age of social media. Information is quick. People can die, and people only see that as breaking news, and it's over with in 30 minutes, right? Because we don't, our attention span is short, so we want everything fast and definite now. But business don't work that way. You got to think 5 years down the line. No Bam or Collazo, not now, but maybe in a minute. Their roster is not going to look like all of boxing right now in 2 months. That's stupid to think. But the roster is building. And it doesn't even have to build very fast, but it's building. Okay? So right now, there are certain fighters who are like, there's no reason for me to sign to Zufa right now until we start getting things where, okay, so Zufa has to really build from the bottom up, not from the top down. They got Jayo Bataya, fine, all right? But they have to really build from the bottom up. They got to get some great young talent and make them into something. And then you start bringing people on who are big, already established boxing talents, but you have to build from because boxing is heavy at the top, and those who are at the top don't need Zufa, but those who are at the bottom who don't get paid need a Zufa, right? They need the opportunities to fight often. They need the opportunities to not to have a minimum wage, at least. A lot of these boxers are starving. When last time you saw Blair to Flair? Seriously, when last time, what do you think he's doing? When last time you see him in the ring? If he's not in the ring, he's not getting a check. Well, look at his purse the last time he fought. What do you think he's doing? He got to eat. He probably got a job. Blair to Flair is probably doing something. If I was Blair, I'd be a telemarketer. He got the gift of gab. All right? And I'll be training until I get a fight. But that guy got star talent. If I was Blair to Flair, I would be in Zufa. Fighting 5 times a year, getting to the bag. All right? Let me see. Because he got the type of star quality that can make Zufa a must-see thing. Good news, Philly voted to place Joe Frazier's statue at the Art Museum where they previously showed Rocky's. Yeah, I know. Rocky's statue going back 2 steps. Yeah, I know. I heard about that. No, that's the black 2 shots of espresso. Real talk, bro. It plays better. Hey, Stacey Kendra, say I'm lying. Woo! If I was Adrian Broner, I would go over to Zufa. There's a lot of fighters who got some skill, right? Who aren't getting to the bag, who deserves the bag. So they got to build from the bottom up. So I don't want anyone to panic right now on Zufa's roster because it's going to take some time. All right. I'm going to show this last thing from Dana White and Zufa, and then I'm out.
So what I wanted to announce today for Zufa Boxing, Jai Opetaia, Ring Magazine's champion and the #1 ranked fighter in the world, makes his Zufa Boxing debut. If you don't know, he's undefeated, 29-0 with 23 knockouts. When he was 17 years old, he became the youngest heavyweight ever to compete at the London Olympics. And he will be taking on Brandon Glanton, who is 21-3. He's got 18 wins by knockout, and he's coming fresh off a 6-round stoppage of former world champion Marcus Brown in Nigeria. This guy has fight-ending power in both hands. And what's really interesting about this fight, too, he's never been stopped. So Jai, undefeated 29-0 with 23 knockouts. Brandon's never been stopped, and Brandon has like an 86% knockout rate, and Jai has an 80% knockout rate. So, great fight, and this fight will be for the first ever Zufa World Cruiserweight Championship. So he'll be our, whoever wins this fight will be our first world champion. So, this Sunday, Zufa Boxing 3, Ajagba versus Martin is live Sunday on Paramount Plus, 9 o'clock on the East Coast, and Zufa Boxing 4, Jai versus Brandon.
Let me see. Did you introduce your no running rule to Zufa? I just added them. Hopefully they want to talk to me about it. Opetaia gets more on Zufa than DAZN, he said. Oh, okay. So everybody, speaking of DAZN, check this out. Listen, everybody hit the link to DAZN. You guys, they just gave an 18-hour For the War Room 20% off. Shout out to DAZN for showing up. We're in the DAZN War Room. So all of you who don't have the ultimate plan, right, who just want to get this pay-per-view, there is, for the next 18 hours, For the War Room, 20% off of the pay-per-view of Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. So everybody, hit the link if you're interested in getting the pay-per-view. Right now, get it for 20% off. If you're going to get it for 20%. If you got the ultimate plan, you already know you got it for 50% off, right? Because ultimate plan is the most, right? If you got the ultimate plan, that means that you got Shakur, T.O., and you got this fight, Ryan Garcia Barrios, and you got Nick Ball fight with Figueroa. You got all of that shit for $45, right? But people who don't want the ultimate plan, I don't know. I still don't get why, right? Y'all rather pay each pay-per-view than $45 and get 3 pay-per-views in 1 month. Either way, whatever you tasting, I'm buying. Either way, if you just want this pay-per-view, 20% off. Everybody hit the link. Let me see. Let me see. Biz, your influence is shaping the climate of boxing. Cannot be on it. I know, man. But the thing is, I don't want to jinx it. And plus, I have to give a lot of credit to the War Room. Let me see. Missed my super. Oh, okay. Hold on, brother. Oh, here we go. Also, people forget Blair, a freak athlete. Blair will whoop a lot of asses. Hey, listen, I would love to see Blair versus Devin Haney. Bro, Blair versus Devin. Blair versus Keyshawn is a fight, bro. All right. So listen. Let me see. Ultimate Plan is AKA the only plan that makes brother. People are like, hey, there ain't gonna be no real pay-per-views. Shakur, Tio, Ryan Garcia, Barrios, same month. There ain't gonna be no real thing. Same month, $45. I try to tell you guys. Well, yeah, I hating. Brother, I'm not hating your pockets. Y'all just paid $120 for something that y'all could have paid $45 for. The Ultimate Plan. But if y'all just want to do the pay-per-view, hit the link, get 20% off. But bruh, y'all paid and y'all could have got Nick Ball Figueroa just because y'all had the subscription. What the hell? Y'all act like there's a trick. It's so good. Y'all act like there's a trick. I'm ShowBizz. I'm your brother. I'm telling y'all. Y'all just what the let me see. People don't understand what you do for the sport. I have nothing but love for you, man. Keep going. Thank you, brother. Keep going. King, love you, Biz. Love the War Room. Love you, boy. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, thank you guys for showing up and showing out. ShowBizz adult. I'm out. Oh my God, best $45 ever spent every month. And sometimes twice a month you get pay-per-views. Shit.